Okay, this is something to comment on, and since we have a femoid correspondent here, I might as well do it now. Tradcon women who have spent the entire past year pick-meing their way into status via denigrating unpure women when they realize conservative Christian men see any female presence online as inherently whorish behavior.
Oh,
Thoughts?
damn. I mean, I think most conservative men don't like me, to be honest with you, because I'm too aggressive. And they usually go after the more submissive type of trad waifu,
Mm.
but they're the most whorish of all, which is the trap.
Any cowards in chat? Or are one of you willing to enter the gauntlet?
No, I'm being honest though. Like the type of women that they go after are the trap though.
Dang, that is probably the most offensive picture that you could post at Die.
I know most men don't like me, man. So I'm well aware. Sad.
Well, most men don't know her, so by default don't like her. Stasi, I found Rumble pretty good, actually. I don't think conservative Christian men consider any female presence online as inherently whorish. That is an exaggeration to be generous. There may be some like that, but they are not many. The problem with this is just in general that the culture today, in many, many, many ways, encourages whorishness if you are online. And encourages whorishness if you're a single woman. Just if you're a woman in general, it will encourage whorishness. So if a woman has a social media presence and they are not doing anything whorish, then fine. I think almost even you're like MAGA conservative male or your traditional conservative male, they'd probably be fine with that. But there are some who just want to live on a farm, don't want their wife to even have a phone. But hey, that's up to them. Probably quite well advertised that that's the lifestyle they're going for, if it is.
Problem is everyone tries to go for ideals, right? And like are never ever ever going to find someone perfectly to your standards.
Yeah.
You gotta give it a shot.
I mean, sometimes you get lucky.
But sometimes you do. Sometimes you do.
Yes, sometimes I do. So the this does seem. I mean, this is a woman posting this, incidentally. So this they probably don't have. They haven't experienced this themselves. They are probably just jealous. If it was a man posting this, I would assume that he was, not definitely, but probably simping for leftist women. Doing the feminist, the male feminist snake in the grass trick. Given it's a woman posting this, they are probably
they're coping.
Coping, yes, but they're jealous. They're envious of trad women who seem to be in happy relationships, possibly with families. Indeed, because this woman posting this probably has spread their legs a lot, is on that side of the fence and is stuck there, and so has to make a case for why the other side of the fence does not have greener grass, even when it actually does.
Well, yeah, because it's a lot of these women have fallen into the trap of like liberation, right? Like I get to do whatever I want, therefore I'm happy. And then when they've slept around and realized that they're actually even more miserable than they were before, they look to these women with families and kids, and they're like, "No, having kids is the worst thing ever. I've always been told that it's a miserable lifestyle. I'm obviously way more happy." They're just lying, putting on a facade to the public. Like it's all cope.
Liberation from sort of legal restrictions is often a good idea when it's something that should be personal choice, but liberation from standards is usually a bad idea. These standards exist for a reason. They have existed for a very long time. The advantage is that, in my humble opinion, things like this happen because we as a species, as a civilization, need to test things every now and again because we don't know if our technology has created an environment that makes this actually work now, that allows us to do an R-type. Well, now we do, but 50, 60 years ago, it was not for sure known, hence the free sex, whatever, revolution, the hippie stuff. And it's sort of been happening since then. And now we are at the point where, okay, we've done the experiment in real time. We have got the empirical data, and the currently increasingly prevailing opinion is it doesn't work the old way in terms of the family dynamic, in terms of the standards that we set, not just for women, but also for men, is the better way still. So we've done the experiment. We have the answers, and we'll probably now head back in a more sort of healthy, conservative direction.
Well, people are going to
for relationships.
overcorrect. It's always
Quite
a thing.
possibly.
They
Yeah,
overcorrect and then they'll overcorrect again, and it's just a pendulum swinging back and
possibly.
forth for eternity.
Yeah, you need the pendulum swinging on both sides, so both sides can give their ideas, but not too far, so the ideas are not too extreme. When it's swinging very extremely like that, it's usually because some change to the environment has changed a lot of things, and the species goes into this sort of
Like,
random
go back,
fluctuation period.
Well, they try and like, no, go back. We made a mistake, guys. Go back. Let's go back to what we used to be.
Yeah, kind of, but it's more so like our environment has changed very quickly, and so we need to change quickly to adapt to it. And so you get much more wild swings of the pendulum. Much more new ideas are needed to adapt to this new environment. And so I think the internet has done that. That's why, it's part of the reason why this culture war is happening, because the normies entering the internet has really changed social society a lot.